Who decided, because Rangi was opening, Deepak was opening at times, wasn't he? Opening the bowling.
He opened in the first game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that to me, from my knowledge, was like a world first, because the commentators the world over was going, what the crap is happening here? Why haven't they got their fastest bowlers out there? And that's now something you see echoed, especially in T20, the world over. Tell me about using spin to open for that World Cup, because as I say, I think that's probably either you or Martin, or you and Martin together, or someone started a new way of doing cricket.
Yeah, we did, and you can look back on one day cricket around the world, and 2 years after that, the Sri Lankans came out with some opening batsmen who had never been seen before, and they changed world cricket as the way they wanted to bat. You see what I mean? And Sri Lanka went from about the sixth team in the world to the second team very quickly. We discussed it 2 or 3 days before the game.
Yep.
And Ross Dykes was involved as well, Martin Crowe, myself, and we were never going to beat Australia when we matched their number one with our number one, their number 7 with our number 7, their fast. We were losing. Most of the way down. They were going to 8 of their players were A players, and only 3 of our players made the team. If you understand what I mean. Yeah. So we had to match them up, and we were thinking, therefore you got to look at your tactics. And there were a lot of different ways of doing it, but we wanted to do something that was going to stamp a style on our. We didn't know we were going to win, and it was quite a strange thing, because we didn't all agree for a start. And to be fair, I've always believed in this. When you're on a committee, when the decision's made, you never ever talk about individuals of a committee,
right? Because
your job is to be a team together, 3 people.
So you never say Party A thinks this, Party B thinks that. So I'm not going to tell you now,
and neither would I ever, about who was for it, who was against it. But the 3 of us got together, and it took some debate.
Yep.
But it also took a little bit of desperation, and it was almost like saying, "We're going to lose," and then it was, "No, we don't want to lose. How can we win? How can we drag it out? Or how can we win and set something up for what was going to be a big crowd at Eden Park?" We knew that. We knew it was going to be a big crowd. So there was a bit of hype about it. And I don't even know whether Deepak was 100% behind it. But he was possibly of the same sort of mind, thinking, I'm not even certain I'm going to get in this team.
Right.
I'm only just on the edges of this team, that sort of.
So he'll be saying, "I'll take whatever you give me,
that's
coach.
Right.
I'll do anything.
I'll do anything. I'll bowl left arm if you want me to." That's not quite, but it was a move that I'll tell you a wee story about it. Ian Galloway, famous, probably our most famous ever commentator, came from Dunedin, still lives in Dunedin, and I rang him in the morning. And I possibly shouldn't have done this. I was probably being a wee bit cheeky, but I said, "I've got something for you."
Right, bit of goss, something a leak.
It's a leak.
Right.
And Ian, I owe you this for being loyal to me over the years and being a family friend and entertaining the Otago cricket team at your house. And yes, Warren, what would it be? There's the way he spoke, No, he was Mr. Galloway to me all his life, and still is. So I told him that Deepak Patel was going to open the bowling, and he said, "Well, thank you."
That was it.
But do you know, I could never use it. He was so, honestly, he was so traditional and honest and straight. He said, "I could never use that. Even though you've told me something, and I know that I could be the first in the world to break this news in the forerunner before the game and say, I've got an idea. I could just put it there."
I've heard from sources within the team.
Yeah, and he said, "I could never use it, but thank you for giving me that information." I've always thought.
Have you ever asked him why?
No, I believed in what he said then. No, I'll commentate the game the way I see it. I'll give my own personal ideas, and so far it's got me through the last 30 years of commentary. It'll continue. I always admired the man for that, and I probably was a little bit disappointed in myself for doing it. Later on, I learned lessons from it too. But anyway, that was the World Cup, and the World Cup was an exciting time.
And so the 3 of you, the committee got together and decided this. It worked. In the tournament, do you see anyone else mimicking you, or did that? Because, like I said, that's changed cricket, like to this day, especially 2020. Did anyone else mimic you? Did anyone else think, "Well, this is a bit new. We'll try this as well," or was it just the Kiwis? It was the young guns then, wasn't it? It wasn't the Black Cap. It was the young guns.
The young guns. I was part of the young guns. Can you imagine how embarrassing that was?
And the reception was genius stroke, or was the reception, "Holy crap, what are they doing"?
No,
I mean, it worked. So
no, you're right. Initially, it was holy crap. What are they doing?
Yeah.
When Dipek's marking out his run up,
Yeah.
and after 2 or 3 overs, wow, but it was born out of desperation. And quite often good ideas can come out of desperation, but
Yeah.
you've just got to make sure your teams. Now that was a very, very easy team to coach.
Yeah.
Because the youngsters were just so honest and enthusiastic, and it was almost like follow us.
Yeah.
Even if we go down a dead end street, we'll all turn around and come back out together. We won't make comment. We'll just follow. It was a bloody good team. I mean, not great players, but we were all mates. It was like we did some funny things together, and I always used to think if I asked that team to go down the harbour and jump off the wharf, fully clothed, and then get out, I reckon they'd have done it.